Hi, I'm Alex Bells with IHS Automotive, and we're here today with a 2015 Cadillac ATS. Now, the Cadillac ATS hasn't been on the market for that long, but they decided to refresh it a little bit by getting rid of the wreath on the crested logo throughout the car, and they've added a couple of other key technology features. Most notably, there's a 4G LTE Wi-Fi connection as part of the OnStar integration, but they've also added things like SMS text messaging and wireless charging in the center console storage compartment. But let's take a deeper dive inside and see how all of the technologies, whether it be Q or some of the safety features like the head-up display, work in this vehicle seamlessly. Now inside the ATS, we have this love it or hate it Q system. Now this is an 8-inch touchscreen that offers capacitive touch as well as haptic feedback. So what that means is that as you touch the screen, it gives you a little buzzing sensation that's similar to pressing a real button. On top of that, you can also pinch to zoom, you can slide and scroll, and so it makes navigating some of the menus a little bit easier and more like an iPad or something similar. Now just below the screen, we have this haptic feedback touchpad that offers a little bit of that same buzzing vibration as you slide and scroll across the volume or some of the HVAC controls. And we found this to be better than most of the other capacitive touch panels out there because it has these little trim pieces that give you more of an actual button sensation. You can feel what you're touching on the screen, and it makes it easier to use at a glance. Moving over to the steering wheel, we have a really simple and easy layout with just simple buttons and kind of toggle rocker switches. Now these rocker switches work great for controlling the 5.7-inch instrument cluster display. Now this is fully reconfigurable and offers 3 different screens within that you can change different settings on. Now in the windshield we have a heads-up display that shows not only navigation directions but also audio and phone functionality, and this is all done in full color. So we really like the implementation here, and it's something that GM has been doing for a while in a lot of their vehicles. Now we also have a Bose audio system here with 10 speakers inside the ATS, and compared to the Infiniti Q50 we tested recently that also had a Bose system, we actually found this to be a little bit better balanced. We didn't have some of the same issues that we had with overpowering bass in the Q50, and we were very happy with the Bose system here. Now, the ATS does offer a wide range of audio sources. However, one that's notably missing in this car is any sort of optical disc drive, so there's no CD player. It is available as an option, however, we figure most buyers of the ATS won't bother with it, especially when you have 3 USB ports. There's 2 down here in the center console, and then there's another one tucked in here under the center console display. Now, one other thing to note is that although we have AM/FM radio, HD radio, Sirius XM radio, and then all of these USB ports, it's kind of a pain in the butt to scroll through them because the way this menu architecture is set up, there's just one audio button. So you go into audio and then you have to toggle through by pressing the media button multiple times to get to your iPod or your USB or your Bluetooth audio stream. So it's a bit of a pain in the butt, but there are still a lot of sources and they do work pretty well. The other option is you can toggle through all these through the steering wheel controls, but again, it's the same kind of menu structure where you have to just kind of keep turning through all the different pages. Now, one other thing to point out here is that we do have a Pandora app integrated within Q. Now, we were a little disappointed because Cadillac and GM haven't rolled out their app marketplace yet. Unfortunately, it's been delayed indefinitely. But should they roll it out eventually, it should be really, really powerful. It'll offer things like Hotels.com and Yelp and the Weather Channel, and just a whole bunch of functionality that people should really enjoy. Unfortunately, with things like Apple CarPlay and Google in the car coming down the road, Cadillac has decided to delay that launch a little bit and see how things kind of fall out. Now, one other feature that was kind of hit or miss here in the ATS is the navigation system. We really like the way the navigation screen looks with the wonderful 3D building generation, so you get great 3D landmarks as you're driving around in urban areas. However, the POI categorization left us wanting more. It wasn't exactly easy or intuitive to find some of the POIs we were looking for. On top of that, there really isn't any Bing or Google local search like there are in a lot of other vehicles nowadays, and so if we wanted any off-board POI context, we'd have to go through OnStar. Now, new for OnStar is that they've switched to an AT&T embedded connection, and with that you also get 4G LTE for Wi-Fi. Now, this is something that Cadillac and GM is planning on rolling out in a wide range of their vehicles in the very near future here, and we found that it was nice to have, but as a driver it didn't really add much benefit to the car. But any of our passengers were more than happy to log in and play around with the Wi-Fi connection on their iPads or other devices. And one other big advantage of that AT&T embedded connection is that down the road, when the App Store does hopefully roll out, those users will be able to power those apps with the embedded connection instead of having to rely on their phone's data connection. So the Cadillac ATS actually offers a wide range of safety features. We were really impressed with the overall safety packages here available. So up top, right above the rear view mirror, there's a small camera that works with the lane departure warning and the lane keep assist function. Now that lane keep assist function is actually tied into the seats. So instead of getting any sort of audible warning, it'll just gently kind of nudge you back into your lane and then vibrate the seat that you're sitting on, which is a little bit of an interesting experience at first. But the safety seat is something that GM actually has a patent on right now. Now in the automatic transmission equipped models, there's even more functionality like adaptive cruise control and blind spot detection. And some of these features are only available with the automatic transmission. So when you're speccing out one of these cars, you have to decide if you want the manual transmission for that extra little sportiness and some of the more fun you get with that, or if you want the automatic and some additional safety features. But either way, both systems do offer ultrasonic parking sensors and cameras, and those sensors are actually tied into the safety seat as well, so they'll give you a little buzz as you're trying to navigate into a tight spot. Now in terms of pricing, the ATS starts at $34,000 with the base 2.5 liter. Now this is the 2 liter turbo, and that carries a base price of $36,000. And when you start adding some of the options, or in this case the full premium collection, which offers just about every single option under the sun, you're talking right around $46,000, $47,000. Now, that seems like a lot of money for an American-made sedan, but compared to things like the 3 Series or the A4 or the Mercedes C-Class, it's every bit as competitive. It offers a lot of the same technology, it offers a great driving experience, and it's right there on par with the best from the Germans. Now, in terms of technology, there's a couple of integration errors we noticed. There's some lag with the capacitive touchscreen and the navigation system. But again, it's really nothing to knock it down compared to any of the German competitors. For more on this and other automotive reviews, check out ihs.com/automotive or subscribe to our YouTube channel.